Here's a Reekin Havoc Extra.
This past weekend, we got a chance to visit with Christian Grospitch, director of ticket sales, on one of my other podcasts, Applebee's Tailgate Talk. We were all at a wellness fair in Madison.
You got Rukus and Chaos here.
Yeah.
Chaos and Rukus.
You got to have somebody to talk for.
I know,
they
right?
Can't talk.
They got the squeaky nose, though.
Yeah, that's
the squeaky nose. That's how they answer. Yes, one squeak for yes, two for no.
Yeah.
He's their interpreter.
What's three squeaks?
We won't never tell on live radio, man.
Just is I don't know.
I don't know. There you go.
Shrug.
There you go. Absolutely. So, Trash Panda season is not Havoc season. I done that last time.
War Eagle time.
Oh, shut up, please.
Well, we're about to go into a Trash Pandas.
Yeah, they're right in the middle of their season now. So,
so the Havoc season's over, but no fear, coming back next year. Still got the mascot, still got the Von Braun Center to play in. So, what's going on now in the off season that you can talk about?
For the most part, we're just trying to get our brand out there just as much as possible. That's why over the summer months we're just going out to these community events and just like
promoting
a lot of and a lot of our sponsors reach out to us and want us to come to events like this just to interact with people. And obviously just having a good face in the community, like, it helps sell tickets, and just overall, like, it's better for the brand. So
now, isn't today the yard sale?
Yes, today is the Havoc yard sale.
Yeah.
They'll be over there at the VBC in the lobby from 9 to 2.
Can I buy one of these?
Now you're not Lee Corso. You can't put the Ruckus head on, man.
Game worn mascot heads.
There you go.
Yeah.
I tell you what, when Evansville did what they did, and then they got on that roll.
Oh, it was
when you're hot, you're hot.
Yeah, it was insane. That was their first championship. It was, obviously it sucks the way the way it ended for us, but it's good to see Evansville do it, and you like seeing teams that haven't won it before just going that far, and their goalie just played out of his mind too. So,
is that the one you said that had the brother that played?
Brother plays for San Jose, is that right?
I believe so.
Yeah. But yeah, all the sellouts this year. I know y'all proud of that, man. We can't get a ticket to a game. And we know y'all personally. We can't even get a ticket to the game.
Oh, yeah, 40 straight. Man. So we're planning on keeping it going.
And we know this guy here, he helps us out, too.
Yeah, he's our hookup.
And, of course, Clay
Coleman. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, now, speaking of tickets, you mentioned off the air you were kind of taking over that realm.
Yeah, so I'm actually transitioning from the community side and fan experience side of things. We've got Brennan here somewhere. He's taken over.
Hey, Brennan.
He's taken over all of that stuff, and then I'll be taking over ticketing with another guy that we just recently hired to take over ticket ops. So he and I will work together, and we'll pretty much be the ones reaching out to all season ticket holders and groups and everything for tickets.
There you go.
So.
Season tickets, can we still get some?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, season tickets will go on sale. We're shooting for the next 2-3 weeks. I know Jared is Jared's in the process of like getting prepared for like his move and everything. So yeah, we're just taking it day by day, just getting through the process of like getting people moved over and like just accommodating like relocation requests and all of that kind of stuff. So
how easy was it I know you still got some paper, but go mobile now?
It actually,
is that easier?
So we expected a lot of lashback from it. Just honestly, everybody, like, paper's so much easier when, but of course, like, you got an added cost with when you have paper copy tickets and everything, and you just see it even in like professional sports everywhere now. You just see tickets going digital and
everything digital.
Yeah, and it's just a more streamlined process. Yeah. Like, once you get people familiar with the system, it's it actually ended up being really smooth, like as we went on through the season last year.
And then you don't have the will call Wyndham anymore.
Well, we still do, because
the longest line in the place.
Yeah, there are a few situations where we got to handle ticket issues and stuff like that there, but yeah. So
you're here with Chaos and Rukus. What all's involved with mascot wrangling?
Do y'all have tryouts, or are you the same guys?
Yeah. So I guess just a deep dive into it. We got a team of about like 4 guys that are that we pretty much rotate for everything, and I mean, the 2 we've got here today, they're going to be the ones that you see at a lot of community events and most games and everything. Just very reliable guys. And, so I guess going into mascot handling, the biggest part of it is probably you're making me nervous, Rukus.
Rukus, I got a question to Rukus here. Do y'all have mascot training schools?
Ask him a yes or
one
no.
for yes. Yes, mascot training schools. Have you ever met Applebee? Yes. Give me some of that.
And Big Al.
I have.
Big Al?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Bobby, Big Al. I would say the biggest part of like just walking around with them is just like making sure that, like, I would say the biggest thing is just making sure like they know where they're going at games. It's like making sure that they're in the right place at the right time, and like also I guess going back to like what mascots they've met. I mean, we have the Chaos's birthday promotion every year.
I was going to ask you if you ever have any altercations between all the other mascots.
Birthday party.
No, not normally. Not normally.
It's a mascot party.
The mascot world is a summer birthday, right, Rukus? The mascot world is like it's like a tight knit community where a lot of the guys like get to know each other really well, and so like we like once I finally got an in with like the Titans mascot in Nashville and Nashville Soccer Club, like that opens the door for like the rest of the mascots in Nashville, and then of course they know the Atlanta Braves mascot Blooper, so
Chief Nakahoma,
and then I think Blooper knew Grizz with the Memphis Grizzlies, so that's kind of it's kind of how we were able to bring in all those
fraternity,
all those like big names for Chaos's birthday last year, and planning on doing the same thing this year. So,
and Nash does a great job up there in Nashville as well.
Yeah. So we've also talked to Nash too for some reason. Whenever it's Chaos's birthday, Predators always have a game. So,
well, that's aggravating.
Yeah, that's the tough thing. That's the tough thing with Nash is our season's at the same time.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I know it has to get hot wearing that shag.
No big deal.
But they do a great job with the kids, though. Golly.
Yeah.
Kids love them to death.
Love it, yes.
I mean, my kids now are 13 and 11, and they've been loving on them since they were real little. So.
Yeah, they're awesome. We love taking them out to community events and everything. And like I said, the team that we have is they've pretty much been the same for the past 3-4 years. So a lot of these guys like just learn people. They kind of know who our sponsors are and everything, like what tables to go to when you go to events like this and everything. So yeah, it really helps out on our end, and it's more just kind of giving them free roam and just
letting them do what they do.
Yeah, just making sure they're not causing any trouble.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
And one more time, season tickets.
Yes.
Let the information, season tickets.
Yeah, season tickets will be on sale here in the next few weeks. We don't have a set date for it yet, but it's coming up shortly. And then after our schedule's released, that's when we'll get single game tickets rolling and like group tickets and all the other kind of stuff. So
never fear, the Havoc is coming back next year.
October, November, be here before you blink.
It sure will. That's for sure. Christian Grospitch, Brennan
Gardner,
Brennan Gardner with ticket sales. promotions of tickets? Rukus and Chaos.
That was Christian Grospitch, Director of Ticket Sales, along with Chaos and Rukus, sitting down with Tom McClung, Jay Vassar, and me this past Saturday on Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
My name is Joel, and I came to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital in December of 1987 to be treated for osteosarcoma, which is bone cancer. We didn't know anything about St. Jude. We didn't know what they meant, or that, when we got here, what we would do, how it would be taken care of. And when we arrived, we found out that my family wasn't going to have to pay for any of my treatment, not for my medicine, not for travel, not for housing, not for food. St. Jude was going to cover all that. St. Jude supported me in every way, from, taking that financial burden off my parents to making sure that all of my family was included in this time. St. Jude literally means everything to me. I get to go home to my family tonight. I get to cook dinner for them. That's what you're giving. You are giving us everything by supporting St. Jude, so thank you so much.
Finding cures, saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
For those returning from military service, the transition back to civilian life isn't always easy. Retired Marine Gunnery Sergeant Bill Cook talks about still serving veterans.
The mission of Still Serving Veterans is to serve and honor veterans and their families by empowering them to build meaningful lives. And we do that through connecting to fulfilling careers, getting the benefits they deserve, or the services that they need. We have never charged anybody anything for our services. A group of business leaders in town felt there was a need to help the seriously wounded make that transition back into civilian life. Employment services, VA benefits, and connections to other community services. That's what we do. If you're a veteran and you need help, please get a hold of us. Go to that website, ssv.org, and you can find out pretty much anything you need to know about still serving veterans.
In Huntsville, call 256-883-7035.
This is Brett Schaefer, the goaltending coach of the Huntsville Havoc, and you're listening to the Reekin Havoc podcast.
The Havoc protected list has been released. Included are Dylan Stewart, Gio Procopio, Nathan Burke, Austin Alger, Matt Allen, Jack Yannick, Buster Larson, Phil Elgstam, Kevin Weaver Vitale, Terry Ryder, Charlie Risk, Craig McCabe, and Brian Wilson. Each team is allowed to protect 13 players who cannot sign with another team in the SPHL until the 2026-27 season. Unprotected players can sign with other SPHL teams, but cannot re-sign in Huntsville until after August 1st. Coach Stu Steffen adds that just because a player isn't on the protected list doesn't mean the door is closed. There are guys not listed who still mean a lot to the team, and he's confident some familiar faces will be back. The Huntsville Havoc On Ice Youth Summer Camp is back. Session 1 is June 16th through 19th. Session 2 is July 21st through 24th. Kids can learn from head coach Stu Steffen and assistant coach Tyler Piacentini. Cost is $350 for skaters and $300 for goalies for the 4 days. For more information, go to huntsvillehavoc.com/youth-camp.
Do you have an idea for the Reekin Havoc podcast? Email us at reekinhavoc@outlook.com. That's REEKIN havoc@outlook.com. Send a Facebook message to the Reekin Havoc page or leave us a voicemail or text at 256-434-RKKN. That's 256-434-7556.
In June of 2005, our twin girls were delivered, Melissa and Ann Catherine, and they were born 14 weeks early.
Amy and Chris George talk about the Melissa George Neonatal Memorial Fund.
They both weighed less than 2 pounds. Ann Catherine was 115 and Melissa was 1'9". Melissa lived for a couple of hours, but all of the medical technology in the world just could not have saved her, and she passed away while she was in the NICU. Chris realized pretty early that God had given us a platform that we could use to try to help people. So Chris and I started the Melissa George Neonatal Memorial Fund at Huntsville Hospital.
To know that Melissa's name is living on, her legacy continues, and I think that was very important to Amy and I, is why the fund is named after her. Because for 7 weeks, Melissa fought so that Ann Catherine would have a chance to live. And I think that we wouldn't be doing her name any justice if we didn't carry on, because we know we wanted to honor her and honor her legacy. And the community, Huntsville Havoc, the community in Huntsville itself, they've rallied around that. And it's been a wonderful support system for us. And I think for a lot of families too, when they see total strangers that are giving.
We're online at HuntsvilleHospitalFoundation.org. Click on the Melissa George Neonatal Memorial Fund, and you can give that way.
There's no donation that's too small, and every dollar is just as important as the next one. And if you're giving, then we understand you're giving because you care. And that's what's important, is that we've learned over the years that people give because they care.
And you can volunteer. If you're interested in that, you can click on the volunteer tab to fill out an application. We are grateful for any type of support, because we know that once we pull those dollars together, we can do big things.
For more information on the Melissa George Neonatal Memorial Fund, visit HuntsvilleHospitalFoundation.org.
For tickets, official Huntsville Havoc merchandise, and more, go to HuntsvilleHavoc.com. Visit our website at ReekinHavoc.com. Look for us on Facebook, Instagram, X, and Threads. And listen, follow, and subscribe to the Reekin Havoc podcast on your favorite platform to keep up with the only weekly podcast covering the Huntsville Havoc, the Reekin Havoc podcast.